Hello, happy Sunday, December the 1st. Margaret Lloyd here with Eternal Shift. Life changes. This has been, what can I say about November? Was a heck of a growing month. I've learned so much in November how to work around a narcissist, how to react with a narcissist, how not to react to a narcissist. So today we're going to kind of throw all that into one talk. So we're going to talk about how narcissists feel when we're not doing what they want us to do. Which do we ever? In discussions with narcissists, we've encountered one phenomenon time and again, which sometimes almost shocks me because of the ignorance it exposed without the narcissist in question realizing it. To give an anecdotal account of this phenomenon, I remember a conversation I had with a family member who is veterinarian, but also one of the purest narcissists I've ever met. She kicks off all the characteristics, including clogging toilets. So that must mean she's full of shit. Okay. Time and again, she has mentioned to me that rabbits are extremely fragile animals and that they are surprisingly prone to small issues turning into major health problems, which can sometimes lead to their demise within days. 6 months ago, we had a conversation about rabbits at a family gathering. And at some point, I mentioned that rabbits are indeed so very fragile, upon which she immediately said rather loudly, that rabbits are not fragile at all. On the contrary, they are very strong animals. Yeah, sounds like somebody else I know. But we won't talk about him. This really baffled me because she was severely contradicting her own very important self without realizing this. And indeed, it turns out that you can basically let a narcissist say whatever you want in certain conversations, especially about topics they deem important, because they want to have the higher ground at all times. They will often contradict you, most definitely, even if you actually formulated their very opinion. Inherently, this exposes their greatest fear, also their greatest vulnerability, besides clogging the toilet. They need to have the final word, even if it's wrong. Let's see. This is a good question. Will a narcissist ever meet the one who changes them. Every single partner is the one who a narcissist believes will change everything. Narcissists are addicted to infatuation and the euphoric feeling in a new relationships. That's why he's married so many times. That's why he hated me. I kept him from dating and meeting other women. Narcissists mirror and emulate every new partner, shape-shifting into what appears to be the new and changed person in an effort to maintain the euphoria and mask their inner shame. When they are deep in the euphoria of the love bombing phase, they genuinely believe they will fulfill every promise they make to the new supply. No matter how perfect a new partner is, it's only a matter of time before infatuation transforms into love and the narcissist feels betrayed by the lack of intensity. A narcissist feels they're most powerful in knowing a new supply has been hooked and is surrendering to them. As the new partner becomes more attached, they lose potency as supply. And the hunt for the one who will change everything begins all over again. But see, I stopped him searching again because I think it was about soon after Bo was born, my youngest one, that his true narcissism started popping out. Let's see. The stage of rejection by a narcissist the rejection stage in a relationship with a narcissistic person can be very painful and traumatic. After the narcissist humiliated you, after the narcissist told you that you were worthless, maybe you were compared to someone else, the narcissist used triangulation, and then he'd just leave you as if you were nothing. Right. So you would be together, and then suddenly he disappears because he's gotten all he can out of you, and he needs a new person to play with. So he would leave you as if you were nothing. You did not exist, as if none of this mattered, if none of your relationship had happened. It just didn't matter. It's like you don't deserve his time or attention. You have to understand that it really has nothing to do with you. It all has to do with the narcissist. It has to do with their brain, their thinking. The narcissist cannot be satisfied. They will never be satisfied, never be happy. Over time, you are no longer what you used to be. That's how a narcissist sees it. And that's how my ex-husband saw it. I was worthless to him, so he turned me into a prostitute. It has nothing to do with you as a person. It has nothing to do with who you are. It has to do with the narcissist. The narcissist hasn't really even taken the time to get to know you. That's true. Don't take it personally. Understand that this is just another evidence of the narcissist's mental problems. Because they do have mental problems. This is just further evidence of his mental disorder, narcissistic personality disorder. If someone ghosts you, respect the dead. Just let it go. Leave it alone. Don't deal with it. Okay, here we go. What if your husband of 22 years left and said he didn't want you anymore after being with his ex for 3 weeks? Because he went back to his ex. Because remember, he's a narcissist and he doesn't know what he's doing. Because he really doesn't. Because he's a narcissist. Okay. If after being with his ex for 3 weeks, he comes back home, should you forgive him? Not just no, but hell no. Okay, here's a mental debate on narcissism. Remember this. It was not just about him hopping into bed with someone. He met and felt an attraction to this woman. They swapped numbers and contacted each other daily to get a high and feel wanted. So they're both kind of narcissistic. He made excuses to go out or work late. He lied to your face. He made an emotional connection with his side piece, and he lied in your face again. He spent money on his side piece that should have contributed to the home and holidays. He lied in your face. When he came home from meeting his side piece, he told you how his day and evening trip went. He lied in your face. Because he didn't mention his side piece. He planned and schemed behind your back on the best way to leave you. He caused arguments to get out of the house so he could call or see his side piece. He lied to your face. He caused you emotional harm and heartbreak and left you to pick up the pieces. While he was doing all this, he would have felt guilt and knew it was wrong on so many levels. He would have been stressed at first because he was going against what was morally wrong, but he still did it and hurt you, all for what? To feel young, wanted, desired. What he did was extremely selfish and did not consider you for 1 second. Damn Skippy. Did he give a reason for coming back? Whatever reason he gives should not be forgiven. After 22 years, wow, He came back because she wasn't you. But he left you and did not appreciate anything you did for him. He threw it in your face. Sit down and consider all that he did. It was all planned and deceived, and it deceived you and you alone. You alone. You need to think about that, because why would you take that back? He lied to you. Here's another response. Sure, you can forgive him. Just don't let him back in the door to ruin your life. Again, I would do what my neighbor did when things didn't work out after 30 years of marriage. True story. Turns out his sweet young thing of 20-something, he was close to 60, just didn't have that much in common to talk about when the sex was over. He came home, tail between his legs. Oh, I'm sorry, I love you, I want to come home. Guess what she did? She reminded him of every failing he said she had, and why he had to change his looks, his hair, his vintage car, why he lost 60 pounds, why he joined the gym to impress the new young wife, but never did any of those things for her. She said, no, you know what? You don't get to come back here and make me feel bad about myself again after things didn't work out with your young lover. You take your bags, you go right back out there and hit the meat market again, bucko. Goodbye. She wasn't mean. She was very quiet, just very firm. There was no harshness, just silence and closing the door. And if you didn't change the locks before, now it's time to change the lock. Forgive him from afar. And that's what I did. I forgave my husband, my ex-husband, for prostituting me. But I haven't seen him since then, and never will talk to him again. What hurts a narcissist forever? Ignoring them and not giving them attention hurts them. Take away your admiration or praise, that hits them. Pointing out they don't really care about others hurts them because they think they care about everybody. Setting clear clear rules stops their tricks and manipulation. But see, he had so brainwashed me. I couldn't. I had to wait until he almost killed me to get away from him. I tried tricks in the book, but he was such a narcissist, it wasn't even funny. Not reacting emotionally makes them uneasy, and I have learned that, and that is so true. So don't react. Seeing others do better than them sends them a good blow too. It damages their ego. And that's another thing. Narcissists have, the largest egos in the world. They can't stand to see somebody doing better than them. Revealing their lies damages their fake image. Facing real consequences, like getting in trouble, hurts them. So he never, since I had known him, every time he had a confrontation, he didn't lose. Revealing their lies damages their fake image. Facing real consequences like getting in trouble hurts. The only real consequence he ever faced was when he and this guy got in an altercation on a bus during COVID time, and when COVID started. And he beat the guy senseless, put him in the hospital. Had to pay him for his hospital. If you connect with someone who sees through a narcissist's act, it's painful to them because he can't stand to be ignored. A narcissist's secret competition and why empathy always wins. No matter how nice and supportive a narcissist pretends to be in your presence, behind your back, they see you as their secret competition. You are their biggest rival, the person they desperately want to bring down. Why? Because they're jealous. And it's not just jealous, they're envious of your success, your natural charm, your ability to positively influence people. Okay. They have to put on a mask and work hard to fool others into believing that they are wonderful to be around. Oh gosh, yes. Did my ex do that? I could tell my friends about him, and then they would meet him, and it would be like, he's not like that. Oh, that's because he's around you and he wants to impress you. Trust me, he's a dick. A dickless man. Really, literally. It's littler than this. He just barely pees out of it. That's about all he can do. Narcissists are obsessed with being the best. They have to be on top. Having control, being admired, standing out. And to accomplish this, they will cross every barrier that you put up. You can't put up boundaries with narcissists. They will skip through them, lickety-split. They walk over people's souls, not just their bodies. They lie, manipulate, cheat, deceive at deeply personal levels. They see you as their biggest competition and want to emulate you. The proof lies in their mirroring behavior. Why has the narcissist suddenly started wearing clothes in your favorite colors? So you'll like them. Why are they mimicking your gestures, vocabulary, mannerisms? So you'll like them. Why have they started pursuing the same job or making similar types of friends? So you'll like them. Why do they now enjoy the same foods you like? So you'll like them. This isn't mere coincidence. They aim to win your heart or create an invisible rapport. But it's also about copying you. They want to be like you. Outwardly, they may act as if they're superior, giving advice and claiming to know best, yet deep down, they are inspired by you. They want to know your next move. Oh, excuse me. They want to know your next move, how you'll express creativity they lack, or how you'll use your imagination to achieve success. They can't genuinely create. They only know how to destroy. You, on the other hand, build people up, and that is superpower. That is your superpower. On a bigger level, narcissists know they can't defeat you. You're undefeatable because fake can never win against authentic. That is so true. It's wild to think about, but a narcissist depends more on you than you depend on them. Not only for approval and validation and attention, but also for their sense of identity. Instead, they'll criticize you or claim you're missing something. Despite this, their actions reveal the truth. They mirror you, your behavior, adopt your words, emulate your persona. Why not? Not because they want to become genuinely kind, authentic, but because they want to absorb your traits like a sponge to fool others. So why does the empathy always win? Why does empathy always win? Once empaths recognize a narcissist's toxic games, they realize it's pointless to compete against someone who lacks the necessary depth to succeed genuinely. Narcissists chase wins at all costs, while empaths are driven by making the world a better place. For the empath, the ultimate goal isn't competition, but contribution. By detaching and moving on, empaths forge their own paths, making it harder for narcissists to copy or control them. In the end, the narcissist remains stuck, while the empath thrives, moves forward, securing their victory. So we win after all. And the narcissist can just, yeah, they can just kiss ass. Don't like narcissists, don't want to be around them, won't be around them, because I like being around you folks that are nice, kind, considerate, loving, caring, all that. Because that's what makes the real world go round. And it goes around at a happy pace. With that in mind, we're going to have a happy week. Yes, we are. Peace, love, care for each other. Give love. Pass love around. But safely. Take care of yourself